So in today's episode of the podcast, we're going to do things a little bit different. There will also be a YouTube version, a video version. If you like to enjoy podcasts by way of video, we are going to give you the opportunity to start watching the podcast on my YouTube channel. So super pumped and excited about that. Couple reasons why. One is this is where the activity's at. My activity seems to be with podcasts, the people that are watching my YouTube videos. There are people who already follow me, not gaining a lot of new followers. As I always tell you, I'm always trying to find the best way to engage an audience. That's what I teach you. Find the best way to engage an audience. First thing is find out where your people are at and then spend the time giving them that information. So since we get a lot of activity on my Instagram, we get a lot of activity on the podcast, we're going to utilize Instagram and the podcast to bring people over who like to watch videos on YouTube. It will also be posted up at some point in IGTV. So how did this come about? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in today's podcast is how do you go in and find out if things are really working? How do you go in to see if what you're posting is getting the reaction that you want from your audience? So yesterday, Hannah, Maddie, and I sat down and we started taking a look at my Instagram. So today we're going to talk about how to go in and do an Instagram audit. Now, there's certain things that you're going to be able to see on the computer that on the phone, they're different. If you want to see insights from your Instagram, you're going to have to do it from your phone. It seems to only work on the app right now. At some point it may change, but the only place that I could find insights was on the app. So as we jump into the computer here and we take a look at my page, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll across the top, just kind of click. And as this opens up, this is what I look for. I've got 234 people liked it, 18 people left comments. Okay, that's pretty good there. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. All right, so when we open it up, what is your current goal? Tell me below. By just asking that question alone, it gave them the opportunity to respond. Okay, so we gave people a chance to share. If you go into the next post, do you need a manager just yet? Read below to find out. So as they read, so this one, if we go back and look over the top of it, it got 10 comments. So what are some of the comments? Are we finding the right people? Hey, Rick, really enjoying your social media course. In 1 week, I feel the knowledge I've gained has totally been great. We give him a thumbs up. Then we want to also click on Jimmy and make sure that we're following Jimmy back. Okay, super important. Jimmy took the time to engage. He gave a compliment. We need to go make sure that that's somebody that we want to follow with. Hi, Rick, I'm in your social media program and saw your sales pitch about the manager program you are offering. It's really great and I'm enjoying social media. So once again, we click on this. For whatever reason, it gave an error, but that's okay. That's what's been happening with Instagram lately, and we'll give them a few minutes to do. So as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm just cruising along and I'm going in and I'm taking a look at what's happening. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking to see if the videos that we're posting are getting played. I'm looking to see if the questions that we're asking are getting responses. I'm looking to see if people are sharing. I always say, are you shareable? That's one of the things that I look for a lot. Are you shareable? Is what you're posting going to inspire someone to want to go share it with someone else? Because if it's not, it's going to be hard for me to grow my audience that way. The only way I'm going to be able to grow it without having to pay for it, if we want to talk organic growth, is we have to go in right now and we have to figure out, okay, what is it exactly that we've got going on that's going to allow us the opportunity for someone to say, you know what, that's awesome. The quotes seem to work really well for me. So maybe there's a lyric in one of your songs. Maybe it's the hook from one of your songs. Maybe it's an image that's just so beautiful right now. Another thing I want you to notice when we go back here into Instagram, see all these people that are live right now? It's a pretty big deal. Look at all the people that just went live. This is how you're able to show up on the front page. So when I go into my Facebook, this is the feed that's happening right now. This is what Instagram, is telling me. So think about why I tell you to go live. This is important. Okay, let's see if this will let us get back to our profile now. Nope, Instagram's still having some issues. That's okay, because I don't really need to show you that. I think you get the point. The point right now is Go in and do audits. Go in and see what's working. Go in and see what's not working. Another thing that we're going to be doing ourselves right now, I'll encourage you to try it. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, in the comments, let me know if you've got any suggestions or ideas as well. What's working for you? This is the best way for us to be able to grow, is to share these ideas. Is your story, when you go live now in stories, it's automatically being saved to IGTV. In IGTV, you can put a link. You can also go back to your old IGTV stories, reshare them on your feed, go from your feed, reshare them back into your stories, so you're able to recycle your winners. But the only way to find out if something's working is to do an audit. I highly consider you do that yourselves. Audit each platform separately. On the next podcast, maybe we'll talk about auditing Facebook. I'll definitely show you how to audit YouTube, because that's what caused us to make the shift in the types of videos that we were posting as well. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please do so. If you haven't gone over to the YouTube channel, if you're listening to this on the podcast and you're like, holy cow, I'd like to see a video version of this, head on over to the YouTube channel at Rick Barker Music and follow me. I'll follow you back. All right, let's be on this journey together. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.